Mm. Yo, what's up, chat? Yeah, yeah, I got a little fever, sore throat, and I'm feeling weak. And before infinite references, but yeah, we're still gonna stream anyway. Thank you guys for the dislikes. As if I didn't just start the stream, but okay. And alright, I've tweeted out the link, so I'm about to start. I don't know what the fuck is up with the dislikes. Someone said, hey, is it true Sonic Adventure cures all sicknesses? So like, if you were to get cancer, play Sonic Adventure and you're cured. I mean, yeah, that's the only cure for cancer. They don't want to tell you. That's why they have a campaign to smear every past Sonic game, because that way people will know that the cure for cancer is Sonic Adventure, and they'll keep paying for, chemo and whatnot. As you can see, I haven't played this game since 18th May 2018. So that's 7 months. So that's a long time. Someone in the chat said, I'm in the 06 mood. You know, we're always in the 06 mood. Look at the wallpaper here. We're 06 boys. I recorded a full playthrough of Sonic Story in 06 on emulator. So the emulator is now running at 1440p, 60 FPS. Loads are super quick. There's still some visual glitches that weren't in the original game, like emulator glitches. And I recorded a full playthrough. I'll probably get it out this week. It's Monday where I am now, so I'll probably get out this week. But UMG, everyone's favorite record label, has been claiming the song Sweet Dreams from the 06 credits. So all my 06 streams, every time I played 06 and got to the credits, it can flag that song. So I'm probably going to have to upload that video without the credits music, which, if you know me, I fucking love that song. So, well, rip that. But I'll still upload the playthrough. Someone said, chemotherapy is a scam. It's actually been proven to give cancer. I mean, chemo is controversial, but I'm not going to start this adventure stream with a chemo discussion. What matters right now is that Adventure is 20 years old, at least in Japan, and it's one of the greatest Sonic games in my top 5. And my golden era of Sonic, if you don't know, is from 1998 to 2008, from SA1 to Unleashed. That's like, in my opinion, was the best time to be a Sonic fan. So essentially, yeah, this is the start of something special. So yeah, we have to celebrate this, of course, and celebrate we shall. Time to break the 7-month curse of not playing SA1 for a whole 7 months. Did you hear about Sonic Team restructuring? Yeah, I heard about that, and I was gonna make a video on it, but there wasn't much I had to say, really. Oh shit, I think I need to turn down the volume. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I gotta turn on the volume. Alright. Let me know how the levels are, guys. Would you consider doing discussions on Premulous? I mean, I don't know if you're talking about Sonic discussions or discussions in general, because I've been doing discussions on Premulous. If you look at my Remulous Roundup series, I've been discussing gaming news. So, But Premulous isn't a Sonic channel, so yeah. If you like non-Sonic content, you can check out the link in the description of the stream. to go to my non-Sonic channel. So I said, Premier, literally, I'm at the same point in the intro as you. You're gonna play along or something. So I'm saying, what's your favorite stage in Sonic Adventure? I don't know, like in terms of like level design, Red Mountain, but I'm trying to remember the stages. I'm so like it's been 7 months. So many great stages. Lost World's a good stage. Final Egg, I'm so rusty. There's a stage I'm missing. Speed Highway, of course, is a great one. I don't know. I know what it is, but I've forgotten the stages. I'm like literally rusty. Where Mountain is one of them in terms of level design, but there's one that I just love a bit more. Someone said, is it still 20th anniversary if it's 1 AM? Well, technically it's 20th anniversary in Japan, and Japan is like, I swear Japan is ahead of us anyway, so it wasn't their 20th anniversary for hours. It's 10 AM in Japan, so already 10 hours passed. Someone said, what's my stance on the Sonic movie right now? Alright, we'll go to a new file for this. I could have sworn I used the scale hard option. What the hell? I could have sworn I used scale hard. Hold on. These people want to mess around. So there's a scale HUD option in what's it called, the settings of the game, where you can get the HUD to get bigger. I don't know if it works in the menu. I've forgotten. It's been a while. Common Sonic Adventure DX. No, it's not that. Yeah, it's on. Maybe it doesn't work in the menus. I've forgotten. Someone said the stage at Emerald Coast, Windy Valley, Casinopolis, Ice Cap, Twinkle Park, it's probably Twinkle Park then. Probably Twinkle Park. That stage is amazing. Also, Tails' Speed Highway. Alright. Actually, let me try opening it straight from the mod manager, see if that fixes it. Because it's supposed to scale hard. Maybe it doesn't do it in the menus. I've forgotten. Wow. Huh. That is weird. Okay, so that's not working then. Alright. That's kind of annoying. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, well, I guess we get no scaled HUD then.
Select a file.
It's the one I just created, yeah.
Select your character.
Alright, so no scaled HUD though. Someone said, everyone here check out Prem's Sonic channel. There is one Sonic. It's not a Sonic channel, guys. Okay, it's not a Sonic channel. Okay, so please, if you want to see Sonic and just Sonic, do not subscribe to that channel. What was your first Sonic game? SA2 on the Dreamcast. Do you think there'll be Sonic Adventure 3? No. Unless Sega really get desperate, they want to reel fans back in after years and years of abuse. Oh look, people in the chat complaining about DX. Oh, well, if you're willing to buy me a Dreamcast for Christmas and a Dreamcast HDMI adapter and a capture card, then I'll be glad to stream the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure. Can people stop telling me to get Twip in the stream? I'm not Twip's keeper, okay? Like, I don't control, you know, people.
You are completely surrounded.
Where are you at on Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze? I completely forgot about that game. I haven't played it in ages. I got like past halfway though on my own time. I never finished it though. Why not DC conversion mod? Because I don't want to use the DC conversion mod. I have one mod enabled. I don't know if it's working because I haven't tested it. So I'm about to see the HUD. I have the high res HUD mod on, which is part of that Dreamcast thing. So if the HUD looks high res, which I don't know if you're able to tell in the stream quality, but I'll be able to tell. Okay, so the high res HUD mod is working. So yeah, the HUD looks nice and crisp. That's the only Dreamcast related mod I have on. Because there's certain things I like about the Dreamcast mod, but then at the same time there's certain things I don't like, or I shouldn't say the mod, about when you compare like Dreamcast to DX, there's certain things I like about DX visually and certain things I like about Dreamcast visually, but the Dreamcast one is like you must have everything on Dreamcast, so it's like all or nothing basically. So the Dreamcast conversion is lighting plus texture changes. I like the Dreamcast lighting, but I don't like all of the texture changes. I like a lot of the DX textures. I also like some of the Dream, so it's like a mix. So I'd rather just leave it on DX than put the whole Dreamcast textures on and have to deal with the textures I don't like.
Come on, you big drip. Where you going?
Someone said, what part are you? I haven't opened the game in months. I know I'm more than halfway in. That's about it. Alright. Someone said, how do you set the game to widescreen? I can't figure it out. You have to use better SADX. It's a mod.
Nothing, fool.
It's chaos, the god of destruction. Someone that said, did you like the 21 Savage album? Let me check my Spotify. I saved the songs that I liked from it. I liked, I checked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. I checked A Lot, AMT, Can't Leave Without It, Ball Without You, and 4L. So I like 5 songs off that album out of 15.
Tails?
Ball Without You is amazing. That's definitely gonna be one of my anthems for my 20s. Someone said, do you feel burnt out on not just Sonic, but some of the old games you currently love?
What am I gonna
I mean, I'm burnt out on old Sonic as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I always love Adventure, Heroes, SA1. You know, I always love those games, but because Sonic in general has burnt me out, I don't even play my favorites like as often as I would like to. Like, when was even the last time that I played let's check Steam quickly. I haven't played Heroes since 30th October. Even then, I think I played it for like 5 minutes to record something. So when current Sonic flops, it makes you a bit more or a bit less optimistic for even future. I mean, for old Sonic, or I don't know. It just ruins your vibe. I don't know. So I'm just taking a break from Sonic in general. Why am I playing so shy? I mean, I'm ill, so if I play bad, it's because of that. Because you know your boy's got those strats. You know your boy can beat Emerald Coast in like under 1 minute 40. Like, I used to speedrun the stage. But I'm ill right now, so I'm not going to be mashing the spin dash throughout the whole game. Plus I haven't practiced in 7 months. Have you listened to any of the songs on the Into the Spider-Verse OST? They're pretty good. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't want to listen to all the music. I'll just rather see it with the movie, you know. Someone said Heroes is in Steam. I mean, you can add non-Steam games in, I can't even spin that shit. You can add non-Steam, I don't even have the Lightspeed Dash, duh, new file. But yeah, you can add non-Steam games to Steam, so that's all I've done, basically. I even have 06 in there, the PC port. If they do the SA1 remake that we've been discussing on Twitter and stuff, man, I hope they add rankings to it and not make them piss easy like gens. Because I mean, obviously it's nice to coast through a stage like this. Like, I'm not, if this was old me, like, or if I was speeding through this, I'd have been almost done by now. But I'm just kind of doing a chilled one because, well, there's no rankings, so who cares, right? So the Sonic movies follow another explosion to Sonic's reputation. I don't think their reputation can get any lower at this point, you know. And now that they split Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic, now it's just Modern Sonic's reputation that's suffering. I don't know. Classic Sonic just got Main and Mania Plus, so now we can split the blame. That's what they want. So now Sega can coast off Classic Sonic and milk Modern Sonic. Jump on panel number
Jump
1.
on panel number 1. It will take
Whoops.
you to panels 2 and 3.
Jump as soon as you land on a panel. Oh, shoot, foul. Everyone's saying wait for a trailer. Look, I'm too seasoned with this Sonic shit to expect a trailer to hype me up for the movie. You know, the movie's not gonna be great. It's either gonna be hilariously bad or so mediocre that no one cares.
Yeah, not bad.
Alright. Someone said find a Brazilian trailer on the deep web. Is it really on the deep web?
Just glad you're okay. What happened anyway?
Hey Prem, do you think the XBLA PSN version should look like this? I mean, when it comes to Sega imports, they're not the best. You know, something basic as like widescreen should have been a feature in the game.
But you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Alright, do you guys want to watch all the cutscenes or just watch the best ones? I don't know.
A chaos emerald.
To myself.
To find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use its power my way? Supercharge!
Someone said didn't Unleashed look like garbage to people after the teaser. I can't speak for Unleashed because I didn't follow the game pre-release. I followed Shadow pre-release, 06 pre-release, and then Gen's pre-release, and then Forces. That's it. Every other Sonic game, like Unleashed, I was in boarding school, and like I came home back to England for the summer. I was in boarding school in Ghana. Came home back to England for 2009 summer. Just walked into a game shop and I saw a cover of Sonic, half him, half werewolf looking thing, and I was like, I'm copying this, and then I bought it. That was it. 06 was the one that I followed. Like if you want to know more about me and 06, I did make a video called Why I Love 06, but that's not what I was gonna say. Basically, if you know the Geek Critic, he made a 06 review recently, you know, and he was basically was more not so much as a review, but more so he was telling the story of like how Sonic was at that point reputation wise, and how people viewed 06 pre-release, which was they viewed it in a good way, and it just took me back to my childhood. And I left a comment there if you find it, and it's a pretty long comment. I don't know why I left a long comment like that,
Take the train to the Mystic
but
Ruins.
it basically explains how I feel about 06 in depth.
Headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I mean, when it comes to gameplay and level design, which level design and gameplay do you want in the next Sonic game? 06 mixed with Adventure, mixed with Adventure 2, Heroes. Just a bunch of elements from Sonic games that came out from 1998 to 08. You know, level design wise, 06 and Adventure, with the length of Heroes, with the challenge of Heroes, with the control of SA1. Okay, we gotta watch this cutscene, come on.
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius.
Prem, you got any ideas for new voice casts for Sonic and Friends?
Whatever you say, Eggman.
I don't really care at this point.
Enough!
Like, can they make the games good? You know, people always say they want Jason Griffith back, and he's my favorite Sonic voice, but I'm like, no,
What do you want?
don't bring him back because he voiced Sonic in the Golden Era. You know, if Jason voiced Sonic in Colors, it'd be like he'd have to say all those lines that I wish were never said by anyone.
You by force, the hard way.
Someone said, "What do you think of Soldier Boy's game console?" Well, if you subscribe to my non-Sonic channel, link in the description, there's a video there where I discuss that under my Remulous Roundup series where I round up gaming news. God, this controller's so fluid, I miss it so much. Alright.
All systems, full power.
Got it. There we go. Strats, boy. They got 3D Sonic control perfectly the first time, and they've never been able to replicate it. Do you think there'll be an 06 2? No. Can you complete some of the levels with one hand? I mean, Adventure isn't a hard game. The challenge comes from trying to speed through it. Like, definitely, I could beat Hero stages in one hand, and Heroes is harder than Adventure.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
This is still so fake, how he is able to accurately aim and grab that emerald from an elongated arm within his... someone said, oh, you didn't do it. Do what? Drunk Sonic? What's that? Sega needs to bring back old franchises like Jet Set Radio, Super Monkey Ball, even Billy Hatchet. I mean, Super Monkey Ball Deluxe is one of my favorite games of all time, and it baffles me that Sega has not ported that masterpiece to Steam yet. Just like they ported Crazy Taxi 1 and never ported Crazy Taxi 2. Sega is so behind on ports. Someone said we need colors too. We really don't.
Increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald. With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible and work for me. Together, we'll destroy Station Square.
Someone said turn on that DC converter. I'm not using the Dreamcast conversion, so yeah, that's not happening.
City, where I will rule
Like,
it all. Come on,
welcome to Prem and his unpopular opinions. I prefer DX to DC, so yeah. I mean, I like the DC lighting, that's about it. And some of the textures, but not all the textures. And definitely not the model.
Can we?
No way, Tails.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
If they do an Adventure remake and they change the voices, I'm still gonna be mad. Like, I don't know. If they're gonna re-record the voices, get Ryan Drummond. Leave all the Eggman voices intact, because that man slayed every fucking line he did in this game. Rest in peace, Dean Bristow. I did a Dean Bristow appreciation stream, by the way, like when he turned, was it 70, 75? So, do you think it should take more effort to get A&S ranks in the next game if they are like the Adventure games? Of course it should take more effort, but they don't want to upset Sonic fans who feel like they deserve the highest rank just for completing the stage. So they make it piss easy, you know? This is why I say 98 to 08 was my favorite era of Sonic. That was back when the rankings still required effort, you know? And Jens was like, you get an S rank, you get an S rank, you know? Prem, how do you feel about Silver? Amazing character. One of the best, if not the best designed Sonic character visually. Like, just his whole aesthetic is just fucking amazing. Like, when I first saw Shadow in SA2, I was like, that's the best designed Sonic character. But then Silver, like, with the psychokinesis and his gloves with the circles in them. Oh my god, that's a well-designed visual character. Like, and his first voice, I think it was Pete Capella. Amazing, perfect voice for the character. I'm so doing like a chilled playthrough. Like, I could speed through these stages. Like, you guys don't realize I can slay these stages, but I'm just in a mood to chill. Plus, I'm ill. That rhymes. They can't get rid of Eggman's best line, chaos. I mean, assuming they don't change the lines themselves, then modders could just put in the original voice clips. But if they go and rewrite things and make it like more cringe, man, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Someone said if a Sonic movie flops, it's going to be the exact same. Okay, let's scale it hard. Okay, it's going to be the exact same as all of Sonic's other failures. Only difference now is it'll be a public failure. Everyone know how bad Sonic is. Well, you said it best, but Sega don't care because they're gonna profit. Prem, do you prefer colors or forces? Colors because originality. Someone said on its own, colors is a run of the mill, completely ordinary and plain platform. As a Sonic game, it's really boring to me. Yeah, I mean, only thing that I feel colors got right is the stage layouts were pretty good. You know, like not the level design. Like I mean, like the aesthetic of the stages. Like they had some beautiful stages in there. Some people will say it's better than Heroes stage visually, but no, that's not true. Have they forgotten that Egg Fleet and Final Fortress exist? That Mystic Mansion exists? That Lost Jungle exists? Like, no, color stages are not better than Heroes, but they're still pretty good. Nice and colorful, no pun intended. Someone said Metropolis, Sunset Heights, and Prison Hall from Forces look great. I mean, Forces had some decent looking stages, but it was plagued by, you know, Green Hill for how many fucking times? I'm so rusty right now. I'm playing so bad. I mean, I still stand by the best Green Hill clone being Seaside Hill from Heroes. It was just so beautiful, and the music just always puts me in a good mood. Like Seaside Hill. Oh god, don't make me stop playing Heroes right now. Someone said, am I playing on the GameCube? Yeah, in 1080p widescreen, high res HUD, you know, just on the GameCube. Someone said Sunset Hill. I mean, in terms of music, Sunset Hill Act 1 was the one from Advance 3, right? That song is amazing. In terms of music, I'll give it to that. But I mean, Seaside Hill doesn't actually sound like Green Hill, so that's a whole different thing. Someone said, don't hate me, but Sonic Forces is my favorite Sonic game next to Unleashed. I mean, I'm not gonna hate you for liking Forces. Like, I'm not that kind of person. You know? Alright, so I'm so rusty I forgot what to do.
Station Square. You may find something.
Oh, the strats though, People keep asking where's Twip. Like, ask Twip where is Twip. Why are you asking me? I'm not Twip's keeper. He's an adult. He's not my son.
There's a place somewhere in the city.
Like,
where
am I no longer allowed to stream unless I stream with other people? You guys aren't watching for me? Well, I mean, you're not watching for me, you're watching for Sonic, duh, but, you know. Yeah, there is nothing there, duh. I'm so rusty. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so ill. There we go. I've always noticed that in DX the lighting gets better in this area. You notice like it's not as shiny in the sewer, which I always thought was kind of cool.
Once you have enough power, release the button.
Alright, someone said, do you think Colors is a bad game? It's not a bad game, it's just one of those games that it's not special to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's a competent 2D platformer. That's pretty much it. When I say competent, I mean like, it's cool. Like, it's by far not Sonic's peak in my opinion. Oh, Nighttime Station Square, so beautiful. It's by far not Sonic's peak, like some people make it out to be. But, it's cool. If you had a Wii and you were like, I like Sonic, I would say, well, you could give Colors a go. But, I mean, Black Knight was also on Wii, so you might want to give that a go instead. I don't know. Someone said, what about Forces? I made a tier list with all these things, so... God, that takes long to charge. Someone said Colors brought the franchise back. Yeah, back from 3D to 2D. Yeah. Colors for me will always be like the downfall of Sonic. The Izuka era, let's say. Izuka is like Paul Tibbet. Like, he's good when under the real legends, like Yuji Naka or Steven Hillenburg, but when he's hitting things, it's not what I think Sonic should be. That's just my opinion. What are your thoughts on Sonic Unleashed? I love it. It's in my top 5. Alright, we can go to the casino area at nighttime, so let's go there, boys. Good, Nighttime Station Square, so beautiful. So once the Colors brought the franchise back in terms of critical reception was actually quite mediocre, just played it way safe. Yeah, they played it really safe because Yuji Naka era Sonic, which is about taking risk, you know, kind of backfired with 06, and then with the Werehog, so they were like, okay, you guys just want Sonic and nothing else? Fine. Here's Colors, it's just Sonic. You know, and instead of making it 1 to 2 acts per area, they were like, you know those extra acts in Unleashed that are extra, not mandatory acts? We'll make those mandatory acts, and acts 2 to 6 are literally those. Alright. So the plan, as usual, is to get... Is it under 50? Then you go to the sewer? I'm trying to go to the sewer specifically, so... What's the threshold? Under 100 takes you to the sewer. Alright, cool. So, I'm just gonna stay under 100. And then go to the sewer, because that's just faster. Hopefully I don't lose my rings, because I'm rusty as fuck right now. I wonder what the next Sonic game will be after those surveys. Unless they say they've hired some new developers that are a bit more experienced in platformers, or they begged the people that left after Unleashed and Gens, who are now in Nintendo, they begged them to come back. Unless that shit happens, I'm not holding my breath. Because even if a new good Mono Sonic game comes out, Nintendo will just poach those developers with whatever better contracts they're offering those people at Nintendo. I think the devs are just using Sega as a stepping stone to get to Nintendo or a bigger company, because obviously Sega is probably not doing something right if their employees keep leaving and going to Nintendo. I mean, I get it. Nintendo is Nintendo. Like, if you make a great Sonic game, you're part of the team, and Nintendo, like, we want to hire you to work on the next big Mario game. How would you say no to that? I'm gonna stay with Sonic, thank you very much. I'll take my chances. No. Someone said, "Are you seriously playing Sonic Adventure?" Yes. What kind of question is that? Like, yes, I am. I'm proud of it. Like, take a quick shower. I can't even find the door. How many rings is it to get into the top? It's 400 rings, right? Is it 400 rings or 500 rings? Someone in the chat, please remind me, because I'm so rusty. If it's 400 rings, I just need 150. Oh, it's 500. Okay, shit. So I need a bit more rings this time. Alright. I went there last time, so let's do the Knights one. Prim, should they make a Sonic Freerider sequel? No. Just make a Sonic Riders, you know, Steam with like online multiplayer and shit. I'm still waiting for my Rivals 1 and 2 Deluxe with online multiplayer on the Switch. Alright, 18 rings. I'm trying to get into the good area, but I forgot how to do it. I think I have to go and hit that thing. Yeah, it doesn't want to let me into the good area, like, it's, you know. I want to go to the psychedelic area, like. Well, I guess I'm not going into the sewer then. How many rings did I win? Alright. Okay then. There we go. Psychedelic time. But Prem, you already have Sonic Rivals on portable devices. It's called Fun Run. I don't know what the fuck that is. Man, if it's like Rivals, I might check it out. Great. How many balls have I got left? 2. The appropriate amount of balls. Alright, so I need 250 now. Since I'm not going into the sewer, unless I go back in and then get into the sewer quickly and rush and get some rings. But since I'm not going for you know, like a fast time, because if you want to get the A mission completed in this game, you have to like run into the pinball table, quickly run out of balls, and then go to the sewer quick and grab tons of rings. Alright, we've almost got enough rings. Cause I had like 246, I think, so we'll need like 250 something. Yeah, so we might have enough by now. And just get like 260 or 270 to be safe. Alright, I think we should have enough rings. Someone said, Premi, how is Matt Manheimer doing? I notice he never joins. Yeah, Matt has ditched my streams, but he's still active on Twitter, so you can see him there. Alright, I think we got enough. I'm about to bounce. I'll just read the chat while it kills me. Someone said, so do you like adventure? Yeah, if you just joined, yeah, I do. Friend, what happened with you and Twip? Are you and Twip still friends? I do not hate Twip, okay? I don't hate Twip. I was trying to die and it's taking me to the psychedelic area again. Alright, last life and I should be done. Alright.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
Frame, do you like any RPGs? If so, which kind? I mean, depends on what you class as an RPG. The latest 2 Assassin's Creed games are kind of RPG. I like those. There's other RPGs I've wanted to get into that I just haven't gotten into yet, but... Did you go through the sewer? I went through the sewer the first time, not the second time. Alright, time for Ice Cap. This game is so beautiful.
Hey! Oh no, the Chaos Emerald!
Oh no, you don't.
Oh jeez!
God, Eggman's mech farted.
Hey man.
Prime, if you want a good RPG, play Persona 5. I've seen gameplay of that game. I still don't know what it's about. I look at it, I'm like, what am I doing here? Alright, let's skip this. Cream reference. Well, well, yeah. The shadow was there. I still see your shadows in Station Square. This is why I like Adventure 1 and 06's story, because it's more interactive. It's not just cutscenes given to you. You're in the world, so you're playing through the story. Like, you feel like you're the one experiencing it. You know, whereas the linear games, like SA2 Heroes, like, here's a cutscene and then you just play the stage. Alright, I won't be around much, so see you then. Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, can I move the camera, please? There we go. Someone said I still think Unleashed and Hubble is the best. They were a bit small, not as intertwined. Like Adventure, like the reason why I love Adventure Hubble is they're so intertwined. Like you don't have to use like a world map or anything. You just kind of go from place to place. I can go from Station Square to the egg carrier, from the egg carrier back to Mystic Ruins. You know, like it's just the way it's done. I just think it's so cohesive. But I'll admit there's not as much to do in the Hubbles because There's like no collectibles really. Strats, boy. Alright. Hit that. Let's see if I can pull off the strat. Okay. Alright, let's give this attempt a go. No, 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 come on, come on, come on, I got it. Ugh. I'll try it again. Alright. Clip through. There we go. Got it.
Use the panel to jump. It may even help guide your way.
What up, Prem? Sorry to hear you've been feeling sick, dude. Hope you improve fast. Thank you. More 06 talk in the comments. Just imagine if like people forgot about 06 as quickly as they forgot about Rise of Lyric. Imagine that. Imagine they let it go after like 2-3 years, like they did with Rise of Lyric. Maybe even less than 2-3 years. Like a year and a half, and then it was done. And they stopped talking about it. But no. I always enjoy your streams, but you stream way too late. I don't know what time zone you're in, but I think my streams are ideal for like American people, because I stream after midnight and I'm in the UK, so for America that's like not late. But if you're somewhere else where you're at the same time as us or ahead, then I can see it. How long you gonna stream, Premi? I don't know. I'll beat Sonic Story probably. Someone said not ideal for the Eastern people. East Coast is like what, 5 hours behind UK, so it's like 7 p.m. I don't think that's not ideal. And what time do you go to bed? No, don't fall from the good route. Ugh, I wanted to take the good route. Ugh, I'm mad. It's like the best part of the whole section. I have to take the low route like a pleb. What are you doing for Christmas, Prime? Anything special or not? I guess we'll eat with the fam. That's about it.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm too old for, you know, special Christmas. It's not like back in 2005 when they got me Rush and the DS with Mario Kart DS for Christmas. That was the best Christmas. I did get a PSP for 2006 Christmas with Rivals. Alright, I'm trying to remember what I do now.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Get some. Oh, Knuckles, yeah, Knuckles. Do you think that now Sonic Team and Sega or American next game could be good? I don't worry about whether the next game is going to be good. I assume it's not going to be good. And then if they show me gameplay that persuades me otherwise, then I'll say it.
No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have right now.
Notice how Knuckles says, "Give me the emeralds you have,"
See you take 'em.
but then he thought that he was getting a Master Emerald from Sonic. So why did he say emeralds plural?
Oh no. Oh no. Give it. Oh no. Oh no. The Chaos Emeralds.
Someone said it's 3:40 a.m. in that country. What country is that?
Eggman.
Like taking candy from a baby.
I think it could be good because Sega of America made some very good games. Sega of Japan have also made some good games.
Chaos Emerald.
You know, so it's nothing real different to me.
Fool! You made it all too easy. You practically gave them to me.
Hold it right there.
Besides, when Sega of America was making those good games, remember who was there? The legend Yuji Naka, who's now working at Square Enix. So.
You. Way to go, knucklehead.
Now I have
All right, let's skip to the part where I have to spend. Someone said, "I understand that this is in 1999, but the voice acting could have been better." I mean, yeah, it was in 1999. Like, voice acting was a new thing. Just having voices was like a big fucking deal. Whoops. Someone said I missed the adventure era. We all do. Okay, I guess we don't all miss it. I do. Someone said Chaos 4 worst boss in the game. I mean, it's not amazing. Yo, Prem, what do you like about Sonic Forces? I mean, that's your question. Come on, open yourself up for attack. What is this? What is this? Just... Thank you.
I'll play with you some other time.
I like some of the music from Forces. There you go. Remember when the CGI was so revolutionary? Like, we used to look at this and be like, wow. It's like, it's CGI. It looks so good. And now the in-game graphics of Sonic games are better than the CGI from Adventure. Wow.
behold my floating masterpiece. The
Yeah,
egg
carrier. Every line Dean Bristow delivered was amazing.
comparison to the power of chaos.
I just want to hear him say adieu. Adieu.
We meet again, my friend.
Adieu. Until we meet again, my friends.
Hey, we can't let him get away. Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Yeah.
Someone said the text box so tiny. Cool. Because they don't scale. It was built for 480p and I'm running the game at 4K.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on, let's get going.
Premi, weird question, but do you like the Japanese voice for Sonic and Friends? I'm not one of those people that listens to things that have English dubs and listens to them with the Japanese dub, so I don't know. I can't tell you what separates a good Japanese Sonic voice from a bad Japanese Sonic voice.
What's
What's the matter? What are you
What are you
waiting
waiting
for?
for?
What's the matter? What are you waiting
What's
for?
the matter? What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for, Knuckles? Standing still. Yes, I like how the dialogue changed depending on the character you play in Adventure, different points of view. Yeah, that was always a good thing. Yeah.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
What do you think about Volcano the Bat and his work on the 06 remake? Well, it's good to have an 06 supporter in the community. You know, he sent me some videos of like the 06 remake and what they were working on. What said least favorite Sonic game? Main series, 3D, quote unquote 3D. I'd say Forces. Main series, 2D, CD. That's for non-main series. There's so many options. I don't know. Sonic Blast. I don't know. I don't believe in myself. I did a poll of this on Twitter. I said, what did people prefer? Sky Chase from Sonic Adventure or Tornado Defense from Unleashed? And Sky Chase, I think, won. I was surprised at that. Because, I mean, yeah, you have full control, but it's so easy that it doesn't even matter they have full control. Like, Tornado Defense is a bit more restrictive, but you can like, you actually have to put in a lot more effort to win. But I guess people hate QTs for some reason, so even though Sonic, the Boost Sonic at least is about quick reactions, so I feel like QTs fit that, but oh well. Someone said with Sky Chase you have more room to improve your skill. Sky Chase is not hard though, it's so easy. Especially the first one, to the point where it's like, what does improve my skill even mean? You know, I've seen people put the controller down and it just played itself. I guess you can shoot these things, so when you come back they can't hurt you as much. I don't know, but it's still like so easy that doesn't make a difference. Someone says Sky Chase feels more free. I'm not disagreeing that it feels more free and open, but it's so easy that I feel like it's having that openness. There's no point because I'm just moving because I can, not because I need to. You can put it in one corner of the screen and just not press. Like if they made Sky Chase really challenging, then I'll be like, cool, yeah. But at least with the Unleashed one, I feel like I have to actually do something, you know? And of course, when you hold your combos, you get a better rank, so there's incentive to play well. I don't know. But I guess people don't like quick time events, so, you know, I've liked quick time events in Unleashed, so, you know. That's one of the reasons why I don't like the Unleashed project over the original, because there's no QTEs. Transforming now. Someone said the adventure games are so big, if they were to remake them, they might have to do one at a time. Yeah, man, I don't see them dropping SA1 and 2 remake at the same time like Insane Trilogy. Plus, they'd have to set it as one game, which they wouldn't want to do. They'd probably remake SA1, charge $60 for that, and then, you know. Look at this running, falling thing. I've always found that weird. Someone said, okay, yeah, this guy explained it good. Sky Chase has more free control, but the Unleashed Tornado makes you more focused and alert on the QTs. I always try to keep my combo count going. Exactly. When you're on that S rank, you have to hold your combo, which makes it more engaging than having free roam in something that's pretty easy, in my opinion. Would you prefer if Sonic went to Nintendo or Insomniac? After playing Spider-Man PS4, I feel like Insomniac could pull off like Werehog style gameplay pretty well. Completely forgot where I'm supposed to go. I think it's Twinkle Park. Let me confirm.
Why don't you try going to the casino?
Well, I'm not allowed to go that way. Are they on strike again? Yeah. It may become a long battle. Someone said the QTs and regular release stages are fine, just don't make them entire basis for a gameplay style. I mean, I don't think it's an entire basis, it's just like literally just tricks and stuff, you know?
Sonic, wait up!
Fire.
Amy.
What's wrong with you anyway?
Someone said most convoluted Sonic plot.
This birdie seems to be in trouble.
I don't know. 06 had the time travel thing, which can make things complicated. But I still love those cutscenes. Well, love, I mean, I enjoy them. No Sonic story is perfect for me in terms of cutscenes. There are perfect individual cutscenes, but, you know, I wouldn't say like a perfect story from start to finish exists for Sonic, or a near perfect one, but they're good enough. Like, I could watch 06's cutscenes. Why am I going up here? It's supposed to go to Twinkle Park.
Eggman's robot's on the loose.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Look here. It says, "You couples get in free. Let's go."
Amy!
Wait.
Oh, man. That girl is such a pain.
Which version of Amy's character do you like the most? Do you mean in terms of personality or gameplay or what? Give me the black one. I said give me the black one. I said give me the black one, not kill. Get in. Stop touching me, stupid carts. Get out my way. I said get out my way. Oh great, now he's fucking following me. Okay, got some rings. Ugliest character model for Sonic. Are we including the movie in that? I don't think modern Sonic has ever had an ugly model, but Forces, because the lighting on the textures just look so dated on Forces. Like, I swear 06 graphically the models look better than Forces. People can think what they want of that, but the textures are missing some kind of detail in Forces. All of the character models. Wow. I'm trying to get max speed out here and these boys are coming to slow me down. Alright, it's lit. Someone said they like 06 models. 06 models are still my favorite, especially for Sonic. No one else likes the lanky look, but I fucking love it. You know, I knew it the first time I saw it that I love those models. Everyone hated Eggman's design for 06. I fucking love that too. Someone said they dislike Lost World Sonic because it's a little too cartoony. I mean, the only thing I really hated about Lost World's model was the figure 8 running animation, which is not really the model, it's the animation, but I hated that they were trying so hard to cater to classic Sonic fans in a game that's not classic Sonic, with the classic Sonic assets and shit. Like, ugh, please stop. There's people agreeing with me with 06 models. Wow, that's a surprise. I always get flack for that. I used to always go right in that section, but now I started going left. Trying to remember if, trying to see if I remember how to take that shortcut. It's a really cool shortcut here that I'm so rusty, like literally. I think it's like this. You jump here and then I missed it. Okay, try again. Basically skip going around. There we go. What's your favorite music in SA1? I mean, there's too many. Emerald Coast, or the first song. Blue Azure World, the first song in Windy Hill. Harry, what do you prefer, 06 gameplay or SA1 gameplay?
Yeah, not bad.
06 is like a build upon SA1 gameplay, just without the really cool spin dash. So I'm gonna go with, in terms of levels, I'm gonna go with 06.
Shoot. I've lost Amy.
I would have loved
I bet that robot hauls
06
butt
levels with SA1
after her.
control.
I'd better catch her before it does.
Or at least the SA1, at least the spin dash jump. Like if I had that in 06, you know, because SA1's level design is pretty decent, but I think 06 level design was overall better, unpopular opinion. But you know, I just feel like without the really cool spin dash, you weren't able to exploit the levels the same way as you were in SA1, so it takes away some of the appeal. Someone said people hate on the 06 model because they want to hate on everything and say nothing good about it. I mean, pre-release, when people were hyped for the game, people still used to hate on Eggman's model, you know. But now, like, people definitely hate on the model a lot. I don't know. I'm kind of over getting triggered when it comes to 06. Like, that was me years ago, but now I just don't care. It is what it is. Hey prom, long time no see. When was your prom? I'm joking. What's up, Finetto Night? I mean, I uploaded fairly recently. Unless you haven't seen those, I don't know. If you like seeing your boy, you can always sub to the non-Sonic channel. Link in the description. Why does Sonic Forces suck so much to you, friend? I mean, on original, I hate the control. The story's okay. The story's not the weakest part of it. The stages are way too short. It's almost like someone said that. It's almost like they imagine Sonic fans complaining that Gen stages were too long. So they're like, oh, Gen stages are too long? Okay, hold my beer. So too short, too easy, too automated. Wow, I shouldn't have moved the analog. What is a better final, Sonic vs. Eggman or Sonic vs. Powerful New Enemy? Powerful New Enemy. You know, because they've done Powerful New Enemy, so when they do just Eggman, it feels like not as good in comparison. If they had always kept it as Eggman, it would have been fine. But it's like now they've had games that end with supersonic bosses. So now when you make a modern Sonic game or a Sonic game and there's no supersonic ending, it feels underwhelming. But when they had never done a supersonic ending, well, we didn't know what we were missing. Yeah, so pretty much that. So any Sonic game that came out after, say, SA1 that didn't have a supersonic ending felt underwhelming because it was like, but you gave us supersonic endings before. What, was this adventure not epic enough for him to go super at the end? You know what I mean? Someone says Force is disappointing more than it's bad. Well, my idea of bad is different from everyone else's idea of bad. Other Sonic fans' idea of bad is let's count the bugs and glitches and then rate the games based on how many glitches they have. So in that case, Forces isn't that bad. But if I rate it based on its actual gameplay, then yeah, it's pretty bad. It's missing any form of love and care compared to at least Colors being original. You know, like the level design is kind of mediocre after the first act, but at least it's original.
We have to find Amy. She should still be in this city.
Totally forgotten how to find Amy. I can't go there. She's probably not here. I came from there. Duh, you idiot. Oh, I know where she is. I know where she is.
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Top 3 twos of Forces. 2 automated, 2 short, 2 easy. Exactly,
Cut 'em
yeah.
off at the Mystic Ruins.
Someone said the box are my only big issue with 06. I'd kill to play 06 on the box. It's like the adventure they always wanted. Yeah, I said this in the comment on that 06 review of Geek Critic, which I might have to tweet that comment because I said a lot of things on there. But 06 is basically like a reboot of the franchise that never got a sequel. So I compared it to Sonic 1 and I said that imagine there was no other Sonic game after Sonic 1. Now we look back at Sonic 1 and go, that was cool, but it's not as good as Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 or Sonic Mania. It's missing the spin dash, it's missing the insta shield, it's missing the drop dash, it's missing the peel out. They're retroactively going back to Sonic 1 and looking at it like it's missing all these cool things, so it's not that great anymore. But had there only just been a Sonic 1,
There's no time for playing around.
shut up Sonic. If there was only a Sonic 1 and no Sonic game after that, people would look back on it like, wow, this Sonic the Hedgehog game was amazing. Like, it was so revolutionary. I can't believe it never got a sequel. And that's what 06 is for me. Like, I fucking love it. Had they made an 06 2 and been like, kept the same formula for the most part and just like refined it and polished it, then maybe I'll play the new one and go, it's hard to go back to the original because they improved so and so in the sequel. But they never did that. So it's kind of like, well, either you play 06 in its current state, which is what I do, or you wait for the adventure game that they're going to make after that, which they're not going to. Prem, did you bother watching that Heroes Scarlet video? I couldn't even bring myself to watch it because I could tell it's not, I mean, it's not a bad video, but my only real problem, I mean, obviously people are going to disagree, you know, my only real problem was that he showed like the footage as if he was about to play the GameCube port and put the GameCube disc in, but then he used the PC port to make certain points. And the PC port is based off an earlier build of the game, which has certain glitches that aren't in the console versions, especially the GameCube and Xbox versions. So certain like script breakings that are only on PC, and the AI not being as responsive, which is only on PC, he was showing that footage even though it was like he was attempting to play the GameCube version. So hi, Prem, hope you feel better. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Geo Games. Where am I going now? Someone said it's okay, we'll have another golden era. I'm kind of over hoping for Sonic. I don't have faith in Sonic anymore. Unless they say Adventure Remake with Christian Whitehead working on the physics control department, Dean Bristow voice clips staying, then bringing back Ryan Drummond for Sonic.
You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya.
The most annoying part if they do an Adventure Remake is that if I don't like it more than the original, which I probably won't, then they'll still use that as the definitive version. Basically how Dreamcast fanboys feel about DX. Like, they'll probably never get a Dreamcast Steam port of SA1 because to them DX is the definitive version, or to Sega, so they're just gonna port that. So if they make an SA1 remake and they don't do it properly, it's like, oh, we'll never port SA1 to any modern device ever again because we made a remake now, so play that. Someone said Sonic Force or Sonic Boom. I mean, I haven't played Rise of America except the demo, so I can't pick between those two. But I really liked Fire and Ice. I mean, the visuals were kind of bland, but the levels were actually pretty fun in Fire and Ice. For Adventure, I still prefer the DX models over the Dreamcast ones simply because they look a lot more close to the modern Sonic design. Dreamcast has better lighting, but I prefer the DX models more. Prime Colors or Lost World? I mean, Colors is original, which I like, and has a better soundtrack. But Lost World, from a gameplay standpoint, is just superior. It's actually challenging. It's fun to speedrun. So I'm gonna have to say Lost World. Someone said Fire and Ice is their first ever 3DS game. Favorite stage and adventure? I don't know. Red Mountain, Twinkle Park. I don't know. I love the stage and adventure. It's hard for me to pick. Someone said they want a Sonic Rush remaster for Nintendo Switch.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy.
I would love a Steam port of
Now
Rush.
do the light speed attack.
You know, make it widescreen. It just wouldn't look right though, because it's not a fully sprite-based game. The models are 3D, so it looks kind of weird when I see it on emulator. Whereas the advanced games are sprite-based, so they'll look fine on an HD screen. I don't know. Do you think they've gotten lazy with their storytelling? I mean, Force's story wasn't bad. It was the best story we'd seen in years. I mean, I still think that they could have went more in. Like, Sonic was tortured and this is that, and it was just so... It was downplayed, I feel. I don't know if I'm going to take strats or not. I might take some strats, but I'm so rusty, so I'm gonna be surprised if I slack on the strategies. Hey Prem, what do you think of Mr. Pascal? I mean, the guy from the computer things? The guy who worked them, like... I know you were talking about Pasquale, I was just joking, but... Yeah, he's cool. Support for Forces was good, just had a lot of wires in it. The general idea of Eggman taking over was a good idea. It was just not executed as well as it could have been. Like, the torture should have been more prominent. The null space should have been more prominent. Like, it's just like a good plot, but then not perfectly executed. You know? Adventure had, I think, the best plot. Like, just core plot. I don't know. Some will say SA2, but I think Adventure's plot was better. I don't know. Like, SA2 had some really iconic scenes, but I just think overall SA1 was a more enjoyable story. Someone said they never understood the hate on 06. I mean, some of it is warranted. I just feel like people just blow it out of proportion. Like, how did they forget that Rise of Lyric came out? You know, like, you know, I don't know. I feel like Rise of Lyric replaced Unleashed in terms of, I know that sounds bad, I fucking love Unleashed, don't get me twisted. I mean, in terms of, like, reviewers would always be like, you know, when they start their reviews, Sonic Rough History, they'll show 06, Glitch, plus the kissing scene, and then after Unleashed came out, it would be show Unleashed, show 06, Glitch plus kissing scene plus, you know, Sonic being a werewolf or whatever. That was like their formula. And I feel like when Rise of Lyric came out, they're like, okay, we can't show 3 games, so we'll just show the 06 kissing scene and 06 Glitch, and then we'll show a Rise of Lyric glitch or something. And that became their formula that they've stuck to since Rise of Lyric came out. Well, I just lost my shield.
Yes.
Someone said SA2 is better, the plot is more consistent. I don't know. SA2's plot, I mean, obviously the animations and all that are better, but
Yeah, not bad.
I'm more likely to skip SA2 cutscenes. Put it that way. You know, there's a few things I like obviously iconic scenes like the shadow scenes and, you know, but I just never liked SA2's plot more than SA1. But it gets points for having shadow in it.
Hey, Sonic!
Premi, do you think Adventure DX has aged well? I mean, it plays the same way it played when it came out. I mean, I don't understand the whole aging thing. You know, obviously the cutscenes are not in line with modern day animations and stuff, and the cutscenes are too slow. But it's still a fun game, and they never replicated the control. Someone said, I really missed when you used to make vids. I understand why you're semi-retired, but it's kind of sad. I still make vids though, just, you know, on the non-Sonic channel. Link in the description. I just can't do Sonic anymore. I mean, blame Sega. I just don't play Sonic enough anymore. Like, I can't be excited for Sonic like I used to be. I used to genuinely be excited for Sonic. I can't do that anymore. Even when I hear like the amazing songs of Team Sonic Racing, you know, I'm not excited. I'm like, it'll be a decent racer, you know, no doubt. I just feel like Sega don't learn from their mistakes. Like, everyone makes mistakes. Nintendo made that trash Mario movie in '93, you know. They made Hotel Mario, kind of. I don't know who developed it, but everyone makes mistakes, but it's like learning from them. Like, no disrespect to Unleashed, but if they had made an 06 spiritual successor instead of Unleashed, Sonic would have been in a better place, because they would have taken what worked and refined it instead of changing the entire formula of Sonic, you know. And I mean, I don't want to sacrifice Unleashed because I like Unleashed, but you know, it's true. They never evolved their gameplay. The closest they got to evolving their gameplay was Unleashed Generations, where they involved like the control and made it tighter and added a bit more platforming. But then they removed so much things that it wasn't a complete improvement. It was like Gens did some things better, but Unleashed did a lot of things better than Gens. So, you know. Like, Tornado Defense Act 1 is harder than this. Like, let's put it that way. All the free control doesn't really mean much to me. I want to see a good ass Sonic game like 06 or lots of posts should ever repeat with those online bros. That's the thing. They'll never revisit it. They got scared. And I mean, it's all their fault, you know. I still don't know the exact reason why Yuji Naka left. I mean, he said he wanted to focus on things non-Sonic. But even still, you would think that he'd wait for his game to be finished before he left. My only assumption is that he left because they wouldn't let him delay the game. And he was like, I don't want my name on this. You know, I'm a bounce. So, that's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, he could have just finished 06 and then left. Why did they make Secret Rings? Secret Rings didn't need to be made. Nintendo would have never done that. They would never split their team in half when they don't have enough time to finish their game. That just doesn't make any sense. For what? Secret Rings? Like, who is looking back on Secret Rings with amazing memories? Like they did that all for Secret Ring. You have to think about that. Like, they spent how many months working on that game that they split the team that could have been working on 06? It's like, and you did all of that for Secret Rings. Like, if you look back on it, like, it would be hard to sacrifice Unleashed for a more polished 06. I would consider it, but it would be hard. But if it was like, get rid of Secret Rings ever existing and then more polished 06, yes. You know what I mean? Why do Secret Rings have to exist? Now, you could argue that Black Knight wouldn't have been a better game had they started off with that instead of Secret Rings, because they were too busy working on 06. But oh well. Sorry. Like, focus on your main series, not on your fucking Wii games.
Alrighty, we're in.
We gotta land on the
Someone said Secret Rings had an awesome multiplayer mode. I never played multiplayer Secret Rings, so, you know, I can't speak on that. But I got bad wrists, so motion control games are not like my thing. Even I used to go in on Splatoon 1, but after a while, like, my wrists would start hurting, so I have to stop playing.
No time to talk now. We need to find Amy.
You're right, big friend. So
Tails
here
looking
we
high as
go.
fuck. Like, I don't know, like, maybe I should do a poll on this. Like, would you have sacrificed Secret Rings for a more polished 06? You know, because I easily would have.
Too many ideas, you fools.
Someone said the Secret Rings multiplayer was way better than story mode. I played it purely for multiplayer. It's like Mario Party except it's good and generally fun. Is that just the Mario Party? Damn. I don't know. I haven't played it. I stopped playing multiplayer Sonic after 06 because my friends didn't want to play Sonic with me after that.
Wow. It's changed shape.
And Unleashed didn't have multiplayer.
Darn! This makes it harder for us to get to the bridge.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
I bet you
To be fair, 06 is easy to control the Secret Rings without the upgrades. I love everything about Secret Rings except for the gameplay. That's a lot of the thing. I say everything except for the gameplay.
Oh yeah?
You know.
Well, I'll show you. Bring it on.
Prem, do you think Mario Galaxy is the same as Color? No. No. Prem, do you think the Sonic movie will be good?
Sky deck.
I think it will profit. That's about it. If I had someone to play with, I'd probably try out Secret Rings multiplayer, but I don't, so... Whoa! Ooh, the first ever 2D section. Look at me. But we still have full 3D control, but, you know. Someone said, if anything, Galaxy is like a Lost World. Lost World is not Galaxy. I don't know why people always be saying Lost World is like Galaxy. It's not. It's like New Super Mario Bros. Like, look at the environments and tell me that's Galaxy. It's New Super Mario Bros. I've never understood that Galaxy argument. Like, what Galaxy? Because of the planets? Like, no. You know, it's like New Super Mario Bros. Environments. I don't know. Gamer Guy said, happy 20th anniversary to this amazing game that started off the golden era of Sonic from 1998 to 2008 and saving us from games like Sonic CD. You're welcome, Gamer Guy. Gamer Guy said he likes SA1. Wow. Is that Gamer Guy saying he likes 3D Sonic? And not 2D Sonic like Colors and Generations? Someone said, what do you think of Sonic in the Black Knight? Would you scrap it for Unleashed or make a better 06? I mean, I haven't played Black Knight, but from what I've seen, it has some nice cutscenes. I haven't watched all of them, but I would definitely scrap... Oh, come on. Well, first death. I would definitely scrap Black Knight for Unleashed, but that's just picking between one game and another game. Like, I would have to, you know. Someone said Adventure 1 is better than Mario 64. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that too. With Mario 64, I can't stand Mario's control. But you see, with Nintendo, they improved the control after 64. They refined the control. It's funny how Mario 64's control is so annoying to use today. But every Mario game after that, like, refined the control. Whereas Adventure, the control has held up so well. It's just amazing control. But they never made the control better than this game. They made it worse. It's just like Nintendo started off weaker and then improved. You know, Sonic Team started off stronger and then weakened after that. Gamer Guy said, you guys should watch my video comparing Super Mario 64 and SA1 and which game aged better. Isn't that Gamer Guy like being biased as fuck? Like, did you make a video saying like, what's it called? Get Tails to hit the rocket. No! Okay, I got it. Gamer Guy made a video comparing Unleashed and Odyssey, even though he's only beaten one of those games and it's not Unleashed. And of course it was wrong, he picked Odyssey, but, you know, I expected that from Gamer Guy. Yeah, Gamer Guy thinks Odyssey is better than Unleashed, but he's only played like the first 30% of Unleashed. He died on Tune on Night and he hasn't completed it. He likes Odyssey because it's easier. First try, boys. Gamer Guide hates the Werehog. Of course. Not realizing that Odyssey is basically just easier Werehog. I can't believe no one sees it. Like, I noticed the first time I played Odyssey that this is Werehog gameplay. Just with a different coating. Alright, let's get on them strats right now. Let's get on them strats. Alright. Alright, let's try and pull this off. Let's try it. Ugh. Okay. Gamer Guy said the soundtrack of SA1 is lovely. I mean, this is a godlike soundtrack, and if they remake the game, they better have an option to keep the original music. It's much better than SA2's butt rock overkill. SA2 has its gems though. SA2 has Keys the Ruin. Keys the Ruin. Oh my god, that song's a masterpiece.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh my god. Crazy Gadget, that song's a masterpiece. Oh my god. SA2, I don't know. SA2 soundtrack is more diverse because of the other play styles. Like Rouge has different music, Knuckles has different music, you know, Tails and Eggman have got their own music. Whereas SA1, they have the same stages for every story, so the music's the same. Prem, how do you feel about Mephiles as a villain, Prem? Does he get too much hate? I like the Mephiles. I like the dialogue he had with Shadow. You know, making Shadow question his loyalties. I always thought that was cool.
Ha! They're too late.
But the best villain is definitely Neo Metal Sonic. That man. Eggman's own creation. Man, like Metal Sonic.
Be gone, all of you.
Gamer Guy says Unleashed has the best OST of 3D Sonic games. I mean, I'll put 06 over it, but Unleashed is up there. Someone says, I don't want a remake of Adventure. I don't trust them to do it justice. And according to Azuka's interview last year, Sonic Team aren't interested in revisiting Adventure, but who knows? Or maybe Sonic Team aren't interested. Maybe Sega are interested and they hired some other team to do the remake. Who knows? Oh, Gamma. The voice actor of Gamma is dead. He would have turned 70 next year, April. So I'll probably do a appreciation stream for him like I did one for Dean Bristow. Do you think Izuka's a bad leader or is he just hopelessly out of touch? I said this before, but he's like Paul Tibbet. You know, he's great when he's not first in command. But as first in command, he hasn't given me anything that's amazing. The closest he got was Gens, the modern levels. But it's also just the fact that the employees, the good employees that were working on Unleashed and Gens and games before that, went to Nintendo. So whatever contract they got from Sega, there's not enough for them to stay loyal to Sega and not go to Nintendo. Would you like a game where Silver's main focus is Sonic taking a backseat? Yes. A Silver spin-off game would be amazing for me. It'll be like the 06 gameplay, but a bit more OP. I feel like Silver should be an OP character. Like hordes of enemies, and he just grabs them all and throws them across the wall. Like, it won't be too difficult, but it will be kind of cool. Like how powerful he was in the Sonic boss. Like, you just grab Sonic. Whereas when you play as Silver, you can't just grab characters or enemies. You have to like stun them first. But if they remove the stun for the small enemies, then it could be a case of just destroy hordes of enemies and only make it hard for like the big enemies that they have to stun those. Silver's definitely underrated.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape. There must be a switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
The switch to transform the egg carrier is somewhere in this room.
There we go. Also, when you pause here, it gets rid of the egg carrier. How do you feel about how they've watered down all the characters since the Adventure era? Like, it is what it is. I'm so over it. Like, I'm at that point where I'm at peace. You know, like how the classic Sonic fans felt when 3D Sonic took over in the early 2000s. I'm at peace with it now. Like, Sonic will never be what I want it to be. I've accepted that. You know, I'll just play my games from 1998 to 08 and just leave it at that. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, KF6, isn't it? Someone said, Gamer Guy said, man, this game is like golden when you go back to Forces. I mean, it's golden anyway, so I don't know why you have to compare it to Forces. Like, this is a great game. He said, but classic fans got their... Okay, but that was in 2017. If you were born in like 1985, played Sonic 1 as a kid when you were 6, played the classics before you turned 10, and then Heroes came out in 03, you were like 18 by then. You were like, okay, I'm done now. By the time you were my age, 23, if you were born in 85, you would have been 23 in 2008 with Unleash the Werewolf. At that point, if you're a classic fan, you would have accepted that Sonic is not going back to what you want it to be. They brought them back years later. Maybe some dev team who loves 3D Sonic, maybe they're now like 19 years old and they're getting older and older, and eventually they will make a Sonic Adventure remake and it'll be great. Or they'll make a Sonic Adventure Mania, come take the stages from Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes and make it into its own little Mania game.
Not again.
Gamer Guy said Unleashed brought him back to Sonic. You haven't even beaten the first like half of the game though. Like, how did it bring you back? I must say Froggy.
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Gamer Guy called Generations the GOAT. Oh god, such a 2D fanboy. He says Rooftop Run is the best mono stage. I mean, the Unleashed one is better because it's not as short. It's just the Gens one is just a shorter one, basically. He said the hype brought him back and the trailers of Unleashed were awesome. Are you trying to say the trailers for 06 were not awesome? Have you forgotten the His World of Sonic running through Crisis City? Man, that's the most hype I've ever been as a Sonic fan, that E3 trailer. I still have the link to the original trailer that was uploaded in 2006 that I used to watch when I was a fucking 10-year-old. Oh, come on. God, this boss really used to stomp me as a kid. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Fucking thing got in my way. I wanted to be under a minute. Well, actually, I don't have to do it now. Okay, I still be under a minute. Cool.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Game Guy said 06 trailer confused him. I was done with Sonic. I thought they were trying to remake Sonic 1. Wow. The 06 trailer was so lit. Oh my god. The Sonic shows up in the cutscene and then he runs through Crisis City, Kingdom Valley with his sword at E3. I remember seeing that trailer thinking like, yeah, like I was the most proud I was to be a Sonic fan. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking Sonic fan. What? I'm a fucking Sonic fan. Nah, I don't even say that shit. People ask me like, what do you do? I'm like, I have a YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, what's the link? Later. No. Gamer Guy said the game bombed. Alright, if we go off profits, it didn't really bomb. It just, you know, ruined the reputation of Sonic. You know. Rise of Lyric bombed. That bombed. It bombed in sales and in review scores. It was lower than 06 in reviews, and it was pretty low for sales as well. That was a bomb. 06 was just like a... Well, it's still a review bomb, but... You know... Sega really baffled me sometimes. Like, I don't know, like, because Sega were getting away with little corners cut here and there, they felt like they could take this risk and just rush it out for the anniversary. Like, you know, like, when it was Sonic 3 and Knuckles, they should have waited and released the game as one. But they were like, we need to get a game out, we'll release the first half, and then release the second half. They were taking little risks here and there, and then they got away with it. They locked on the games together to play it the definitive way. They got away with it. Then now they take more and more risks, like, let's rush this, let's rush that. And it had to backfire for them to actually learn their lesson. But I don't see how it wasn't obvious that you had game testers that told you don't release it in a state, and you were just like so desperate to release it in, like, I don't understand how Sega think. Did they need that money right there and then? Like, I don't know. I'm so mad. I don't know. I fucking love the game. I'm so mad at them for doing that, because that's like my idol Sonic game, and they've basically just, you know, Sega just did that, you know. Yeah, my guy said that's why it's delayed. Super Swag Bro C. Not gonna put a Sega in rush to release it. Prem, do you think they should pull a Crash Bandicoot and do remakes? If they can do them properly, then sure. But Crash is easier to remake than Sonic. Adventure has the best control of a 3D Sonic game, and what proof have they given me that they can actually pull off that control when they haven't been able to do it since '98? I mean, SA2's control was decent as well, but it wasn't SA1 control in terms of physics. You know, they improved the light dash, obviously, improved the homing attack, and added the mouse bracelet, but in terms of just general physics and movement, SA1 control is just superior, in my opinion. Someone said SA2 away, but a lot of people prefer SA2 control because it was stiff. I don't like stiff control. I like loose control. I'd rather have the fluidity of SA1's control than the stiffness of SA2. But yeah, high speeds SA2 is easier to control because it's stiff. But aside from that, like, honestly, SA1 just like jumping, everything felt like fluid. Like, look at me pulling off these jumps, like, it's not even hard. Come on, get on the snake. Alright. Aside from this section, this stage is really fun. Don't fall. Don't fucking fall. Don't try that shit with your boy. Alright, we're out of that section now. Hey, Prem, do you think this game is like a movie? I mean, Forces is a movie. This is a very interactive game. Like, I'm very involved in it. It's not automated. I mean, it's on the angles and cutscenes because this game's like a movie. 06 and Unleashed are the most cinematic Sonic games. I stand by that. If you look at the scripted sections in 06, Kingdom Valley, Crisis City, like, in terms of like angles and stuff, those are the most movie-like. Like, just the scripted sections in Crisis City just look fucking like so cool. Like, Sonic just hitting the ramp and just like you see him and just like rolling into a ball and then landing. Like, oh my god. Just watching him run through Kingdom Valley, just, oh my god. Those were the most cinematic Sonic games when it comes to angles and shit. Unleashed in 06. Unleashed in 06 were the most cinematic. Unleashed in 06 had the best DLC. And they had the most hate. Alright. Why the fuck can I jump? Okay. Alright, your boy is gonna try and take those strats. I'm gonna try and take my favorite strat. It's actually a faster strat, but I'm a bit rusty, so. Ugh, come on. This skips up an entire section, so. Alright, so strat time. If you want to skip this entire section, this is why Adventure's so great. Right. I just skipped the whole section. Done.
Yes.
Prem, which is better, Utopia or SA1? I'm not subscribing to the idea that just because fans make something is automatically better. Okay, SA1 is a better game. Utopia is one level.
Yeah, not bad.
And there's no real challenge in it. It's just a big open space and you just run to the end. Like, yeah, you can explore. It's got nice control, but you know, it's not better than SA1. SA1's a complete experience. Someone said nothing will ever compare to the adventure style games to me in the Sonic series. They just worked so well.
Whoa, what's this?
I don't even hate the boost. Like, if I was to make my ideal Sonic game, it would be like 06 with Sonic, Shadow, and Silver playable. But Shadow would get Sonic's 06 gameplay, but with a bit more momentum like SA1. And then Sonic would get the boost. So Sonic would be boost, Shadow would be adventure, and Silver would be like basically Psychokinesis Silver. Prime Heroes or 06? Heroes.
What's this place?
Heroes is just so well executed.
Where am I?
Aside
This is
from
really
a few
weird.
bosses and the special stages, but the levels are just like, that is how you design a fucking level. It may not have been as open as SA1 or 06, but the level design was another level. It was like Sonic 2 in 3D. Someone said they're 10 years old. That's kind of weird. People watching me who weren't alive when Unleashed came out. Good look at the lighting on this thing. This is on DX, by the way. All you DX haters, like, look at this thing. Oh my god. Also, 06 and Unleashed had the best lighting. Someone said they don't hate the boost either, but definitely prefer the more 3D. Yeah, I get that. I would just keep the boost because Shadow always felt like he was just trying to copy Sonic's gameplay and not do it as well. So by giving Shadow that adventure gameplay, Sonic could keep the boost and they could feel like different characters.
Why did this have to happen?
Yeah, my guy said when you started this channel, you were like a toddler. Wow.
I must stop this now.
I'm not saying that SA1 isn't cinematic. I'm just saying that 06 and Unleashed were the most cinematic. That's all.
What was that all about? I don't think I'm dreaming here.
Look at his arm.
Egg
Do 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 do. Dun dun dun. Do do
What's
do
he
do.
doing here? Oh, never mind.
do, do,
This
do.
time I'll get him good.
Where am I going now? Alright, yeah. I'm going to the final egg area. So I'm almost done with the game, yeah. Or Sonic story at least. What time is it? 2:39, okay. On good time. Alright. A lot of people don't know the trick to beating this. They don't know how it works. I remember learning specifically how it works. Alright. Wait, hold on. And disable those, and then go there. And then bam, done. There's actually a formula to that. How many times did I die? Once in Skydeck. Alright, so that's what I'm saying. I haven't played the game in 7 months, but I ain't even died once. Like, that's why I like, one of the reasons why I like 06 more than SA1 is like the stages were longer for the most part and they were more challenging. But I do miss that ability to abuse the spin dash like you can in SA1. To me, 06 is kind of like a SA1 modernized in a sense. I think it did a lot of things better than SA1, but also did some things not as good as SA1. But, you know, 06 is still my second favorite Sonic game. The only thing that could beat it is a well done SA1 remake I could put over 06. That's it. A well done SA1 remake, and they will never make that. If they make it, it won't be done the way I want. So, I mean, an 06 remaster could be 06, but they'll never do that either. So. Someone said they need to stop changing developers for the OCPC remake because the progress keeps going one step back, 2 steps forward, isn't it? I mean, look, don't put your faith in all these fan projects. Like, I don't want to sound negative, but I know it's not going to get finished, you know, so I'm not bothered. Besides, no offense to them, but I'm not going to prefer it over the original. I think that the direction they're going, I don't know if it's for people who liked the original. I think it's for people that didn't like the original, who want a version to like, I don't know. But they're changing a lot of things. Gamer Guy said 06 is more challenging because of the glitches. That's not what... There's some glitches in there that can make it harder, but that's not what I meant. I meant like the levels are actually harder. Like, genuinely, like, you have to put in a lot more effort. Like, adventure levels are pretty simple, and there's no ranking to top it off, so. But honestly, avoiding glitches in 06 is one of the easiest things for me. And I'm not being biased, they're all in the same place. Like, I find them so easy to avoid. Like, stream the game and I already run into glitches. People see me stream it. Heroes, the glitches are a bit inconsistent, so you don't even know what you're going to run into a lot of the time. Whereas 06, I'm like, I know where this glitch is. When I see someone do a blind playthrough from 06, I'm like, they're going to hit that glitch, they're going to hit that glitch. It's just the same ones. Gamer Guy says, so Heroes glitches is more random, yet it's the GOAT. There's a method to your madness. Heroes is the GOAT because the levels are amazing. The glitches are more random. You know, 06 glitches, in my opinion, weren't as bad as Heroes glitches. That's just how I feel, because they're more consistent in 06. But, you know, as I said, like, I fell down. I don't judge the game solely of how many glitches they have. Because if we were to rank Sonic games on level of polish, then Lost World is the greatest modern Sonic game, because that's the most polished modern Sonic game. Like, a casual player rarely runs into glitches in Lost World. Rarely. I stand by that. It's the most polished modern Sonic game. So if we're going to crown modern games off of polish alone, then Lost World is the most polished. It was the best. You know, it's not SA1, not SA2, not Heroes in terms of polish. Unleashed is pretty polished, but even that you can abuse it with QSS, which is pretty simple to pull off. So, like,
Hey, let go.
Gens is pretty polished too, but Lost World is a bit more polished. Yeah, my guy said there's a terrible seizure-inducing glitch in Lost World. I don't think I've seen that, but, you know, I'm not saying it has no glitches. I'm just saying, like, the average player will, when it comes to running into glitches in a Sonic game, they'll probably run into less in Lost World than any other modern Sonic game. It's just everything just works. I don't know.
Yeah, not bad.
The graphics start spazzing out, and that's a trick. I mean, when I rate glitches, right, I rate, like, not just how severe the glitch is, but how easy it is to run into. which is why 06 got so flamed, because the glitches were very easy to run into. Even on my own first playthrough, like, I'm not biased, on my first playthrough, I ran into a lot of the glitches that I see people running into today. Glitches that I don't run into anymore, because I know how to avoid them. But on my first playthrough, I almost got game over on Wave Ocean Mark Speed because of the glitches. I flew into out of bounds on the silver boss. Like, that happened to me in my first playthrough. I kicked the boxes in Solely on a new city and flew into the sky. I did all of that on my first playthrough. So it wasn't even like I just had a perfect first playthrough where I ran into nothing and that's why I defend the game. It's more so just that it was kind of my ideal Sonic game. So I had to deal with it because I just really liked the game. And to be fair, if 06 was polished, it still would have gotten hate. I mean, just like Lost World is getting hate, but it's the most polished modern Sonic game. You know? There's also a little bug. I don't know if it's in the Dreamcast port because I haven't tested it, but there's a bug where when you hit Eggman and you go to the other area, if you don't move, the boss doesn't continue. I don't know if that's a bug or it was, I don't know, but it's something I've always noticed. Like, watch this. So I'm not going to press anything on the controller. I'm just going to stand still. Eggman won't attack me. Maybe they put that in so that people could get their bearings. I don't know. But I could leave it like this and Eggman would never attack me. I have to move the analog. Premi, is there a fast way to collect all the emblems in SA2? I've never 100%ed SA2, so... Which game do you like more, Rush or Rivals 2? Rush.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
They can't remix this and make it better. This song is amazing. See if you can make it through here, Sonic. I almost said Lost Soul may be polished, but it's very mediocre. 06 actually has something really awesome going for it with the adventure style gameplay. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying if we rank Sonic games based off polish, then we should rank Lost World as the best simply because of that. But a game is more than its level of polish, and people have preferences. The best executed classic Sonic game is not going to be, for me, better than a decently executed adventure game. That's just how I feel. Just like a great FIFA game is not going to be better than a 7 out of 10 Sonic game for me. Like, I'd rather play, Lost World than FIFA, but FIFA could be a better executed game. It's no use. Give up. Team Bristow was the GOAT. Oh my god. I mean, at least in SA1, like, that man dominated this whole game with the voice acting. His voice acting has not aged a day. It's no use. Give up.
He's not gonna get away with this. It's no use. Give up. No way. I can't believe this.
Watch out. He's up to something.
Oh, I almost fell. Fuck. Someone said Dean just load up this wall too soon. Rest in peace, Dean.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Someone said they died so many times at this boss. I mean, on my first playthrough, I somehow didn't die on the last trick hit. Ever since then, it's been a bit harder to avoid. What's your favorite boost game? Rush, Unleashed. Game guy said Game Grumps died so much in this boss. Surprise, surprise. I wonder how far they'd get in Unleashed, you know, the proper version. When I don't compromise. Gamer Guide's favorite boost games are Gens and Colors DS. God. From who do you think should play Sonic and the new? They've already cast Ben Schwartz. Someone said the first time they fought Biolizard in SA2 they died. I had more trouble with Biolizard than I did with SA1's boss, but again, SA2 is more challenging than SA1. One of the things I think SA2 has over SA1 is the challenge. Like Crazy Gadget on my first playthrough, oh my god, I sucked. Now I can A-rank that stage so well. I don't know if I should play some tail stages, just, I don't know. I dropped to rank 15, are you serious? Oh, God. It doesn't matter. Someone said if SA1 is remade, they better leave the OG soundtrack. It's too good. That's what I was saying, but at the same time, if they don't remix it, we'll call them lazy for not attempting to. So the best thing is they can remix it, but have a toggle in the settings to use the original soundtrack. Everyone's happy. It doesn't matter. I got such a bad fever. I'm literally hot and cold at the same time. Shout out Quentin Miller. Why do you like Jason as your favorite Sonic voice? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. He just sounded like a more mature Ryan, but not overly mature. Like I see Ryan as like, at least in Heroes, I see him as like a 14-year-old. And I see Jason's like a 16 and 17-year-old. And I see Roger's like an adult. You know, I think Jason just captured Sonic's personality perfectly. Growing up watching Sonic X, like he just was Sonic to me. And I grew up on Ryan first, so... What's everybody's favorite level in SA2? Crazy Gadget. Love that level. Oh, alright. I'm probably gonna end the stream now. It's been 2 hours. And I'm feeling ill as fuck right now. So I can't even talk loud. I can't record to save my life. I've got like 3 pre-recorded videos for Premulous that I haven't edited yet. 4 if you include the other thing that I did. So I'm trying to get some of those out. I'll try and upload that 06 playthrough that I recorded on Emulator. Maybe around Christmas Day. That'd be a great Christmas present. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Check out the non-Sonic, it's not a Sonic channel, check out the non-Sonic channel, link in the description. Anyway, I said, yeah, thanks for ending SA1 on the only good story. Every story except Biggs is good, so this is wrong. Are you going to play Unleashed on Xbox One? I don't really have an Xbox One. Amy is fun as fuck on SA1. Like, if you're good at, you know, abusing her speed, you know, then she's really fun. Especially that one long stage she has, the Hot Shelter. That stage was fucking lit. It's slow if you don't use the move to make her faster. It's like playing Sonic in SA1 or Spin Dash. So she builds a decent amount of speed, you can do that thing where you. Let me show you. I'll spend a few minutes on this because I got to prove Gamer Guide wrong. I feel like that's my job in life, like to prove Gamer Guide wrong. Okay.
Choose the feature. Select a fight.
Okay. So what I was saying is, should I go into? Let me go into the hotbar actually. It'd be easy to show off. Yeah. So everyone is like, you know, Amy is slow. If you just run with her, then she's slow. But if you get to this jogging pace, you can do that and get more speed. And if you just time that properly, well, I didn't see that car coming. If you time it properly, you can literally just chain this together and just get so much speed. I might go into a stage and test this out because, I don't know, I'm here now.
Select my turn now.
Yeah, that's nice, but I shouldn't have to be doing all that. I mean, it's like her spin dash. I mean, why wouldn't you do it? It's part of her gameplay to enhance her speed. Alright, I could play this stage, you know. It's a decent stage. I really liked Amy in SA1. I mean, of course she wasn't as good as Amy in Heroes, because, you know, that was the GOAT. But Amy in SA1 was, I think, the second best playable Amy, aside from Advanced 3, where, you know, Advanced 3 was fucking lit. God, that was such a golden era. Advanced 3? God, man. The 2000s, man. Sonic was at its fucking prime. Someone said, Gamer Guy said 06 Amy is the best. I know you're trolling, but even I don't like 06 Amy. Like, she was never fun to play. 06 Amy was not fun to play at all. Luckily, you don't play as her often. But man, when you do, it's just like, oh my god, this is a drag. Look at Zero. Get wrecked. Wow. I'm so rusty. So you're supposed to push the ladder here so you can get into the hole. But, you know, strats out here. Someone said Amy in Advanced 2 was really good. I mean, Amy was good in the Advanced series. But in Advanced 3, she could team up with people, which is an Advanced 3 feature, obviously. But Advanced 3 was so good. Like, I would probably put that over Mania, but I haven't played it in so many years that I don't want to say that yet. You know, once I play it again, I'll probably put it over Mania, to be honest. Which would upset a lot of classic fanboys. Like, when I said that Rush was the best 2D Sonic game on Twitter, classic fanboys were mad at your boy. When are they gonna accept that? They're never gonna be satisfied with what I say when it comes to Sonic. Like, my opinions weren't built for them to like, you know. Alright, let's go up here. Amy controls so nice here, like. But Amy in Heroes is really fun because she can, like, kind of glide with her hammer attack. Speed shoes, let's go. Where is the switch? I don't see the switch. Oh, it's just one of those automatic doors. And someone said they agree with 85% of us. I was saying that before. Was it on Twitter or I've forgotten. I was saying that people be agreeing with like most of the shit I say when it comes to Sonic, but they don't like to admit it because I'm the guy that likes 06. So they don't want to agree with the guy who likes 06 because the stigma from liking 06 is like you get so judged as a person for liking 06 that for them to agree with anything else I say is like, oh, I'm agreeing with the guy who likes 06. What the fuck? So they don't like to admit it, but I be saying so much shit that Sonic fans be like, yeah, he's right, you know. Yeah, he's right, you know. But they just can't. They can't say it out loud.
Move the handle and the lips should move.
Amy twerking for the fucking shit. Whoops, I shouldn't have said that. It's a joke, boys. Someone said, what if 06 was SA3? I mean, what if? It's just a name. It would be the same game. Gamer guy said she twerking for the furries. Furries, I don't want the drama, okay? If you want to have drama with someone, furries, have drama with Gamer Guide. I don't want no furry drama. I won't talk to you. You don't talk to me, furries. Like, you know. Someone said someone's gonna take that comment out of context for the recording. Oh, good thing there's no DVR on this stream. I guess someone could have been recording the whole thing. I'll still publish the stream though, but you know. Do I need those things? No. Also, Amy's jump is faster than her movement, so when you're speedrunning it, jumping is actually pretty useful. I used to be, as a kid, I used to be so scared of Zero. They'd been chasing me, like, used to make me feel so much pressure. There's the loss. Oh yeah, right. Wow, fucking Zero. God, this spring is overkill. They just shoot you right all the way into the air, hoping that you don't move the analog. Alright, let go. So my fastest time said 5 minutes 25, so clearly this is not one of my best times. But I like that the stage was actually a decent length. Oof. Also, people. This is one thing I agreed with the Geek Critics. Disagreed with the Geek Critics Heroes review, and it's not just him. A lot of people like hate Heroes' flight because it has a tight gauge. I think the gauge is good because you know how much flight you've got, and without the gauge, you can do this. Like, you can literally cheese this entire stage because the flight is so free, which is why in Heroes they don't give you free flight because they want people to play as Sonic, and if Tails is this OP or if Knuckles' glide wasn't stunted, you know, if it was like SA2 Knuckles' glide, you would be able to literally cheese the whole thing and you wouldn't even need to play as Sonic. So you see what I'm saying? Tell me, how fast can you beat Crazy Gadget? I wouldn't say I speedrun it, but
That wasn't too bad.
I can beat it at a decent speed.
Select your character.
Maybe like 5 or so minutes. I always get A ranks now, almost always. Let's do speed high. This stage is fun.
You think you can keep up with me?
What? He's caught up.
What?
He's caught up. Like, this stage is fucking lit. It's still super broken, but because Eggman is OP as well, it makes sense. But even still, like, this stage is only like a minute long once you're good at it, which is the problem with SA1. I don't want to say problem, but the shortcuts are so good that once you start taking them, the game becomes super short. Up and down and all around. Like, apparently Megapie is streaming SA1. I can bet you that I'm way ahead of him, or at least if we both played Sonic Story. even though he probably started before me, because I know all the strats. And that's the thing. I used to take like 7 minutes on Red Mountain. Now it's like a very quick stage because there's so many shortcuts in SA1. Gaming guy said SA1 Tails Badness. I don't know. I'm torn on that because I like free open Tails, but the mechs were fun in SA2, especially Eggman. Though Eggman's mech stages were better than Tails' ones. Like, I love Lost Colony and the other one with the gravity changes.
That wasn't too bad.
Select your character.
Alright. I'm gonna end off the stream now. Ugh. Yeah, shoot, Eggman's is better, yeah. So, yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, 53 hours. I'm actually 40 hours in SA2. Haven't touched Forces since May. Haven't touched CD since August 2014. Haven't touched Lost World since June this year. Mania since, what month is that? September. Sonic 4 since 2014. I'm pretty sure I played it since then. Maybe I didn't count it properly, I don't know. And then All Stars Racing around E3. But yeah, why is the menu screen so small? It's built for 480p and I'm running the game at 4K. But yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching. And also check out the non-Sonic channel. Link in the description. It's a non-Sonic channel. By the way, Gamer Guide, I'm going to DM you. But yeah, it's a wrap right now. So thank you guys for watching. It's been real. Daremy out.